Welcome to the Miami Heat Beat Postgame Show. I'm your host, Giancarlo Navas, and with me today, Franky G. What's up, Franky?
Bruh. What was that?
Just a loss for words of we're in disarray here. we're in disarray.
We're as fluid as the Heat clutch offense.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked that they blew it on Udonis. Actually, I'm not shocked. I think we should all know that. But welcome to the MHB Postgame Show. I'm Giancarlo Navas. As I said before, I was interrupted by our own intro music that for some reason started playing on its own. Franky G is with me. Udonis Haslem got his jersey retired tonight. The Heat did not get a win. Dejounte Murray, I guess in a cosmic sort of way, aced his tryout. So shout out to Dejounte. Congratulations, young man. You have the job.
Don't get fooled.
Just don't get fooled. I mean, Franky, let's end the night on UD. Let's end the night with happy, because in reality, that was a shit show, and really, it's why they're not any different than they were last regular season, despite the better vibes. The fact that they miss Jaquez this much is insane. It's annoying. Jimmy had like the fakest 25 I've ever seen. Bam has he just disappears for swatches of the game. They can't get anything going in the half court. Lowry stinks. Caleb stinks. Franky, I don't even know what's there to be positive about.
I don't either, man. Like I just you mentioned Jaquez, they're missing him, but they still had 10 guys that are healthy that consistently play and Spo likes, and they didn't get the job done tonight. They had more than enough.
Chat says Schmeathan in chat says G shirt looks like it's made of foreskin. This is a nice sweater. What do you mean? This is H&M. What's going on there? What do you mean by that?
Jimmy, I don't know if Jimmy was fake 25. He was good. He was good most of the night. I didn't agree with that inbound decision at the end, and I thought he should have gone for the shot with the lead. The play before that, Tyler was looking to give him the ball, and Jimmy was like, "No, you do it." And Tyler got a tough shot, but I was like, Jimmy, get that shit. You're the one getting the looks. You're the one getting the pressure. Like, go.
Red Light District Brian Goins joins us now, co-founder and producer. Brian, we're all mad. We're all sad. I don't even think we're mad. I just think we're a little despondent. I think we're all a little frazzled. I think we all thought we were coming in here expecting to celebrate Udonis, a great fourth quarter, second half rally by Miami. And instead, we're very close to just breaking down Caleb Martin's inbound decisions.
Yeah. Is it too hot? Let me turn it down.
It's very hot. We are in full mid-season.
Do I sound like Ethan still?
You don't know. Shout out to 5 on the floor and our friends at 5 Reasons.
Oh man. Hopefully I sound better. Okay. Yeah, man, this game was a punch in the groin, honestly. Like we felt like we had the win. We felt like Tyler's three was the dagger. They really just needed one stop. J Rich makes that stupid foul. Was it two free throws they gave him or three?
Yeah, it was two.
It was two? Okay. Yeah. I still understand how they got free throws on that, but okay.
They were
in the bonus.
Oh, but I thought they were in the bonus. I don't know. TV lied to me. Anyway, yeah, they gave up those two free throws. They cut down to a 2-point lead. Obviously, Tyler had a shot to put it up 4, as you alluded to, Franky. And I kind of did think that probably he should have just passed it back to Jimmy.
He was looking for him. I'm not gonna.
He was, and then Jimmy was like basically just turning him down. Whatever. And then Dejounte makes a Dejounte shot, and he's done that to like every team in his division this year. He's done it twice for Orlando, now to us. I feel like he had a shot like this last year. No,
literally, he literally did it to Orlando like this week.
Yeah.
Last game.
Last game.
So I mean, Heat fans really want Dejounte, and that's what he can bring to you. He makes these really weird cags. That's what I like to call them, cags. And it sucks because it really just takes and sucks the life out of what I thought was a really good Heat win. It was going to be a good Heat win for them, and it just sucks because there's like one shot that they just needed to put them over the top. They didn't get a chance to really go to free throw line at the end of the game like normally he would to close out the game. And it comes down to a single possession like that. And, you tip your cap because that was a crazy shot that he made. Sucks that happened on UD night of all nights. And I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens on Sunday if they decide to keep the starting lineup moving forward. I saw a report that this might be the only time that Kyle gets benched for some reason. I don't understand that.
This is how we win, baby. Well, I think you saw that. That doesn't really make a difference. And he played really poor today. It was, a lot of times you guys say that he just runs around and does nothing. I don't think that's usually true. I think tonight was like I don't really get why he's playing in the fourth quarter kind of night. But listen,
this felt like a game where they were really missing Jaime.
You mean every game that he doesn't play? Because they look fucking. I mean, I've said this before. His relief points, in the post are like oxygen, and they're like an iron supplement to this anemic fucking offense. Listen, we're gonna do what every good sports podcast does, and we're gonna break down the last play of the game and complain about things. All right, ready? We got Caleb Martin's inbound. Hits Jimmy. Tyler was wide open. Caleb is late on the shot. Franky, let's break this down.
Okay, but we had 2 seconds on the shot clock.
Look where Tyler has no one between him and the basket. Jimmy's there sealing. It's like the play worked. Spo, timeout, out of timeout, God. They have the two screens. You have Duncan and Tyler coming off the Bam screen. Bam's going to be able to roll. Like, what a great look. And Jimmy was the decoy, right? And yet, Caleb Martin, it would appear, didn't get the memo in the timeout huddle. And
he panicked. He panicked that, saw Jimmy open and just threw it to him.
I'm so glad.
Lowry probably should have been the one inbounding.
I'm so glad. Brian, did I not say in the chat before that play happened? I said, Caleb's a horrible inbounder. I literally said it. I was like, oh,
Kevin Love would have been better on the floor.
Franky said pre-show.
We were talking about this. Like, you go for Lowry or Kevin because it's a 2-second inbound. It's just unless you're going right back to the inbounder, you need a good passer.
Well, I think Kevin Love would have been great because I thought the play they were going to run was something similar to what they ran, Milwaukee game 5 or that Houston game that they had Jimmy come off that curl and just, try to catch like a lob towards the basket. I thought that was what they were going to run.
With how tight Capella was on Bam in the beginning, I thought they were going to have an option to curl and set a screen for Bam, but letting Tyler slip that instead and go to the basket was a great adjustment. And he was right there. Kevin has the height, has the touch, has the IQ. He would have seen it, anticipated the pass. And
he would have had a wide open floater to win the game.
Wide open.
Wide layup.
Play won't actually probably not, because by the time he catches the ball, he can lay it in. We might have
behind him.
We might have
that
Dejounte time.
That's Dejounte, yeah.
That would have been behind Tyler. He could have recovered. Yeah, that would have probably been a floater. And there's still like 1.4 seconds left by the time he would caught the ball. Yeah.
Look,
it wouldn't have been a game winner. There would have been time. There would have
pass.
been time left though for the Hawks to have come back and score again.
He gives
Tyler caught the ball.
He gives it too much air because he's not confident in it. Jimmy has to go get it, and that lets the guy defending the inbound go get it. Jimmy catches the ball. And they double, and then
if Caleb shoots that's not a bad look either.
No, but you don't want a 3-and-up. You're down 1 point. You don't want a 3.
You want a shot though.
But if Caleb shoots that, then why is Kevin not or Lowry not? I know that Lowry really struggled shooting the ball today, but so did everybody.
No, we agree. It shouldn't have been Caleb inbounding, but Caleb's
fucking Duncan. If you're gonna do that, I mean, you know what I mean.
There's 2 seconds left. You gotta fucking pass it. If you make a pass, you got time for one more pass and go. And for him to think he has time to dribble it, to take a floater, from the 2-point line? Like, no.
Yeah, who does he think he is? Derek White?
Dwayne Wade.
I'm so glad the Celtics lost today. I needed something. I'm gonna leave with something. I'm gonna leave with something. And I left with a Celtics loss and that stupid little fucking home streak. I'm so sick of hearing it on Twitter.
That was their first home loss of the year,
It
right?
was. And I was like, the Celtics are not gonna lose at home. Look at us. We're supposed to Celtics. Lose at home. Let's go.
Who talks like that?
Everybody in Boston.
That's
Everybody in Boston. Tom Brady, Bill
That's
Jack,
Kevin?
come home.
Chowder.
Yeah. They say that's Kevin. That's such a deep cut. That's like the deepest MHB cut.
No one knows who Kevin is.
I
That's you
know.
and me.
Shout out to Kevin Wang. Shout out to Bench Buckets. Guys, listen. Today, we spent 12 minutes on the game. I don't want to talk about them anymore. I hate them. Sports is over. Udonis Haslem honored today, and that's what we should have opened the show with, to be honest with you. But they ruined our leaving. Man, I'm the thing that I'm left with, Franky, is the Heat just do it better than anybody. They do those moments, those ceremonies, they just do it different. They just know how to put that extra 5% to make it special. And it was everything that I think Udonis and any of us would have wanted. The little detail of giving him the chairs where his parents sat was just beautiful.
So beautiful.
The fact that the spots in the actual arena, they engraved those chairs as well. Like everything Riley said, even though he got caught up in the moment and for some reason compared Udonis to MLK, that was the fucking funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. He's an old man. He gets a pass, right? But it was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. The fact that all his teammates were there. I don't know why Mike Miller wasn't there. Don't they record a podcast together here? I don't know.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Where's Chris Bosh? But we'll talk about that stuff in a second. I just want to talk about like the nice things about it, because we'll go to Franky then Brian, because that was amazing.
Well, Mike Miller, let me say, Mike Miller should have been there, because the only reason UD came back was because he saved money for Mike Miller to come back too. That was like part of the deal. Like Mike Miller wasn't coming and UD wasn't coming unless they came to an agreement on a deal, and UD took less money to make that happen. Same with Wade as well.
Udonis did thank his wife. Chat saying that UD didn't.
Yeah,
thank
he did.
His wife.
No, yeah, he did.
She was like the first person he thanked.
Yeah. He thanked her, and he also thanked his kids too.
Ray Allen didn't go in. Ray Allen's the coach at fucking Gulliver, so that must have ended real bad.
No, he's in season. He probably had a game.
Yeah, that's true. Isn't Mike Miller coaching? That might be why. I think Mike Miller's
also
also
a high
coaching.
school fucking Gulliver game.
This is like right before postseason.
Or is he an agent? No, Mike Miller's an agent right now.
Is Mike Miller an agent?
Yeah, he's an NBA agent.
I think Brian's right. I think he's an agent.
Whatever, regardless.
But anyways,
yeah.
No, UD night special. The game wasn't, but definitely the moments, man. Just like how they really, you know how like some companies will bullshit you and say we're like a family. The Heat are a family. You can really feel like the embodiment of everyone who just is gonna stay there for 30, 40 years till retirement, especially Pat.
Pat till death, dog.
Pat till death, exactly. No, but there's some real like emotion there. There's no cheap shit. There's no like fake shit. Like my whole timeline was talking about, man, it's gonna be real depressing when it's LeBron's turn, because it's not gonna hit the same. Like, this is real. This is emotion. This is family.
It's gonna be awkward.
Yeah. It's gonna be like, yeah, we're doing it for this guy. But for Udonis, it's all real. It's all love. It's a different kind. It's the son. He's the son of Miami, and we all miss him. I thought it was funny when he shouted out 305. He made everybody throw up the 305 sign. I love UD. We talked about him a little bit on our podcast on Playoff Foul. Just how much he means to all of us, and like the embodiment of a role player. Like, like starring in your role. There is no bigger person than Udonis. Like, always sacrificing for the team. I've never seen a player like him. He's the one of one. One of one.
Brian, I mean, tonight was special, man. I mean, UD is one of the best orators I think I've seen it from an athlete. I mean, just the way that he commands a speech in a room. Yeah, straight up, like that guy. He's just. I have no words as a kid from Miami, seeing when one of us succeeds, we all do, and to come from where he did, from this city, to play for this organization, to honor a University of Miami player and a Miami guy in the process, to do all of that and to go up there and to see his jersey go up right next to Dwayne Wade, which is the perfect place for it to go, where they should be forever. And it's like Riley said, it's like we want to be remembered and we want to leave our mark. And
Yeah.
a guy who against all odds left his mark.
No, I think that's really well said. It's funny because the first Heat team I ever first started watching was the 2003 team. That was when I first started getting into both the Marlins and the Heat at the same time. It started with the Marlins and then it gradually maneuvered to the Heat that same season. Following that 2003-2004 playoff run, seeing them lose Indiana, it like took me on a ride that I wasn't expecting. As a kid who didn't really like sports as much as I thought I was going to at that kind of age, that team basically grew my passion for what we're doing now with this podcast. Like it started then, and it started with Dwayne Wade, started with Udonis Haslem. Those are two of the guys that I really did watch really closely, with UD for the last 20 years. And it's been crazy that tonight is basically just celebrating his impact, both, with the city of Miami, but also with the team itself, the organization, and what it stands for. Honestly, couldn't pick a better person to, give the 305 and Mr. Miami, moniker to. So just shout out to him. Like, he's been just a tremendous spokesperson for the city of Miami, for the Heat organization. I honestly don't know how long he'll keep being a part of the Heat, probably to the day he dies, like probably Pat Riley. So I'm sure we're going to see more and more of him. His podcast is great, by the way. I've been listening to that lately. And honestly, like everything he's been doing outside of his NBA career, it's just been great. Like I really want to see him continue to grow, to the man that he is. And yeah, I think I think it's going to eventually end up him becoming a part owner of the Heat, is what that final step looks like.
It should. I mean, man, I got to be honest with you.
Him and Wade probably together. I think that might be what it is.
They have to figure the Dwayne thing out. They just have to. I watch that man. There's no way he watches Utah Jazz games like that. You see him. That man is fucking watching like we are, dog. That guy's a fucking lifer.
I've been hooping, bro.
Franky, I'm so pissed when I see that, because I see him fucking getting into it, and I'm just like, fuck you, bro. I'm so mad. And I know that the Heat offered him a stake. I don't know, bro. Mickey, go fucking fix it, bro. Go make it. Do what you gotta. Just fucking go. I don't know what you gotta do. Pat, all you motherfuckers, just make it right.
It's probably going to take Mickey dying before that happens.
Oh, well, I don't need that. But that's a good turn.
I don't think it's been mentioned fully, but like we know that Dwayne really wanted to say, and I think he has more of a say like at the table of like decision making with Utah than he would get in Miami, because we know it's like it's like a 6-person round here.
I mean, am I wrong?
Stop. It'd probably be Riley, because it's like what Franky said. Like he wanted like a say in basketball ops, and like that's just not happening here. Like it's Pat, it's Spo, it's Nick, it's Andy, and it's
Adam.
Mickey. And Adam Simon apparently now.
He scouts too hard for all that shit.
Adam Simon has more pull in the organization than y'all realize. It's kind of crazy.
He's really good.
Adam Simon's low key the fucking GOAT.
He is.
Yeah, man.
Adam Simon's done more transactionally wise in the last like 4 years than Pat Riley has.
Whoa,
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Pat looked great. Carliana said earlier. Pat looked like $1 million.
Pat needs his beard back.
He does.
Nah, I like it.
I'm with Brian here.
I like it. I like it. I'm with Pat right now.
No, he needs that like He needs like that stubble at least.
Yeah.
He doesn't need a full beard. We need that stubble.
That's how I know chat's not full of lifers. Trevor Never, who argues on behalf of Jay Rich every day. Josh's burner doesn't even know Adam Simon is. He's like the head of the Heat scouting department. He's Mr. Magician.
Brian, I think without the stubble, you see the wrinkles too much. It makes him
that is true. Yeah.
I like the way he looks. I think he looks good. I think I remember Dan Levitard said one time, like, Pat Riley probably has ear hair, and there's nobody cool with ear hair. And I think he's wrong. I think Pat looks cool and he has ear hair. So
no, he definitely has that like waxed or some shit. There's no way Pat's dealing with that.
Bro. That's my go. Oh yeah, no laser, laser. Franky wax,
probably laser. No, something. He's not
Yeah.
letting fucking Udonis pick on him because of that shit.
He loves UD, bro. That's one thing that always comes out. Like, he and Udonis fucking love each other, and UD loves the Arisons as well. Which it's funny because Dwayne just doesn't have that kind of relationship with those guys. I think that they're on good terms, but Udonis is like, he's like, man, Mickey, I know that you'll never call, but I'll come at 3 a.m. with everything you need. Mickey looks so fucking freaked out. He's like, that shit was hilarious, bro.
I remember that. Do you remember that story that UD told about Dwayne, or Dwayne told about UD that it was like his first or second year in the league, and somebody stole his watch, and UD's like, I'll call her out, I'll find out. He's like, all right, I know who took it. I can get this back, but do you really want me to get this back? I'll do what I gotta do. And Dwayne's like, no, it's okay. It's just a watch.
Was that the story Mike Wallace shared on our pod? I think there was a story very similar to that.
Mike
Wallace, that was the one, right?
Yeah. Dwayne was like, no, I'm good on that.
That's funny because Dwayne grew up in arguably like a way rougher city than Udonis. Dwayne's just a good boy. He's a good guy. Jason Williams showing up in a hoodie, I thought was very funny. This is like this may be the last time Jay Will's in a public light like this. And that man just decided that he was going to roll out like Brian's dad would, just in a fucking hoodie and jeans. I respect it. I want that. I want to be at a place in my life where I can just go to important events and just show up in a hoodie.
It's white chocolate.
Well, that's my goat, bro.
Isn't he from like West Virginia? Of course he doesn't give a shit about how he looks. Like
Chat, you're asking too many questions about the game. I'm done with that game. I don't want to think about that game ever.
Can you explain why Haywood Highsmith's not closing?
I don't know, man. Ask Alex to ask Alex or Brady to ask Spo. I wish I knew. Franky is
going to stop, and we're not fucking putting in our best perimeter defender.
Spo's never done that, and it's driven us crazy our whole lives. It is what it is. He's here for a decade. I don't know what to tell you.
They want to rant. There is no rant. What's no rant?
So I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. We can't use the rant music anymore. So you guys keep asking to use the rant for a rant. We can't use the rant music.
That's saying because he can't shoot, but I'm sorry, Josh shot so fucking well all season that you have to trust him. He fouled the first defensive chance he got in the fucking clutch.
I tell you right now, that 4-point play gave Josh Richardson another 20 games to close.
Man, that was crazy.
Yeah. So Dejounte Murray, guys, you want him still?
No, hold on. I wasn't done with UD stuff. I wanted to talk about his stuff with Dwayne. That was, to me, that was the best part of the speech when he looked at Dwayne and said, "You taught me how to dream." I hadn't cried the whole time, and that's what got me when he told Dwayne that. And I thought he forgot Dwayne because I think that he
winged it just like we winged. He winged it,
and I was like, "Oh shit, he forgot Dwayne." And then he's like, "Wait," he remembered at the end. He's like, "Last thing." And I love that Wade was last. And he just that was the punctuation. Like, you taught me to dream, and you have made me dream of things that I never thought were possible. And that's a guy that was in the fucking NBA, bro. And I don't know, man. That brotherhood. I mean, we saw that brotherhood in real time. Like, we saw them come in the league together and exit the league together. Like, that shit runs deep. And like, you know, I think there's a certain generation of Heat fan. Like, I think everyone on this panel and a lot of you in chat, like, that relationship is so formative to our sports fandom. And I genuinely believe that, like, that informs a lot of the ways that we feel, right? Like, chat says Jared's taught me how to hate basketball. Trying to be serious, bro. I'm trying to have a moment where I'm expressing gratitude for these men.
Keep going.
Chat. Chat comparing you to MLK did it for me, says Trevor. Never. It did, man. I can't even deny that shit. That shit was funny.
Well,
But
I mean,
Sorry, bearded hat wouldn't do that.
Gee, like, isn't it cool that like you can look back at today and think of like the time you want to go cover the 800-degree wood fire kitchen ceremony with
I did.
Waiting Ye? Like those are things that that was stuff that he was mentioning, like things he didn't dream of. Him being like a business owner, opening all these Starbucks locations and what did he have? Like Dunkin' Donuts location, some other businesses that he has too. Subway.
Yeah, Subway's a big one.
So I mean, just like all that combined is just super dope. Like what he's been able to do, and it's just going to continue and grow. Like I said, he's going to be a part-time owner of the Heat when Mickey Harrison dies.
Obama the Hedgehog in chat says we already have Caleb Martin Luther King Jr. I didn't think I laughed today. I appreciate chat. I fucking love you guys. The last thing I'm gonna say on this stuff is, two things actually. One, I was watching Bam whenever the camera cut to him, and Bam, I could tell that Bam wants this for him. Yeah. I could tell that Bam was like, that's gonna be me one day. And I think I don't think that guy's ever leaving. I actually don't think that guy's ever leaving. I think that guy had the fortune of being, I guess he and Duncan they got the last two guys that are still playing that got to play with Dwayne and Udonis.
Well, Jay Rich too.
I guess Josh in a cosmic sort of way. But those guys, I think Bam takes that seriously. I think Bam takes like what it means to be a Heat lifer seriously. And there was this picture, and there was that little moment where Bam and Spo are smiling, and Bam is like grabbing Spo by the shoulders, rocking him, and they're both like wide smiling, kind of tears in both their eyes. And I thought that is actually what Heat culture is. It's lineage. It is Pat and Zoe to the bridge that is Udonis Haslem to Spo and Bam, right? It's passing down those ideals, that what it means to be a Miami Heat player down generations of different eras from the fucking 90s to 2024. And it's like Udonis said on the broadcast that he said to Bam, you got to do it you got to do it in your way, because we all lead different. But the idea, the feeling, the culture is the same. And I genuinely think that Bam takes that to heart. He talked about it on UD's pod, does that stuff. So that's to me, guys, what Heat culture is. It's that lineage. It's that family. It's that shit that they talk about. All that shit that they talk about, that they get made fun of. You saw it there. That went up in the fucking rafters forever, bro. An undrafted fat kid who he was overweight. He was undrafted and overweight. Stephen A. Smith, you fat piece of shit. This overweight guy.
Clip that. Somebody clip that.
Please don't.
Pablo, where are you?
This is peak Heat Beat, bro.
Annihilate you.
This is Heat Beat Classico right now. We're just all over the place. But yeah, that's really my spiel.
It felt like that whole spiel was just a lead up to a fat kid. Like that was your punch. You found the punchline early, and you're like, I gotta get.
I mean, it really was like just I really wanted. I thought the line of this Heat culture is lineage. I thought that was pretty fire pen, and I was like, well, let's work on this. And then it just kind of became, the fat kid.
And then you just call him the Pillsbury Doughboy. Yeah.
I didn't.
Woohoo!
What was that? Do it again.
Woohoo!
Do you fat piece of shit in the Pillsbury?
I'm not saying that.
You fat piece of shit.
You sound like Mickey Mouse.
I was gonna say.
Isn't that the robot chicken?
They'll pay for this.
I'm pretty sure it's a robot chicken thing. They did a whole spoof of that.
Well, I've been obsessed with I've never played Kingdom Hearts, but there's a Kingdom Hearts clip of spoiler alert. Goofy dies and Mickey very seriously goes, they'll pay for this. It's just
Oh no, it's Mad TV. Yeah, that's right.
that's a throwback.
He's like on Cops. He's like, yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, well,
really
yeah, guys, another
here.
one in the books. Heat on the halfway point of the season. Losing Dejounte Murray better be here by next Monday when we do our next show. I don't know what to tell you, man. Pat Riley's finally awake. He woke up from his slumber. Chad wants to know, Brian, can the Bucks undercut us again and steal Dejounte?
This is the only package I see Milwaukee being able to offer is a package of Bobby Portis, Pat Connaughton, this Beauchamp. I can't pronounce that dude's last name. Beauchamp. That dude, and then like 2 second-round picks. Is that enough?
I'll pay for this.
Well, when the Heat counter with only Kyle Lowry.
And like 2 second-rounders and maybe Joe.
They have 2 seconds?
They have 2 seconds.
Really?
No way.
Yeah, they have 2 seconds.
How?
They have the Lakers second right now.
That's crazy that they fucking that's insane, bro. They traded like 90 for KZ.
Yeah, they have the Lakers second. They have one like 20, 30 something.
I've literally never seen a team just fucking wipe their ass with second-round picks like the Heat, which is crazy because I'm sure, bro, they find all these gems undrafted. Imagine you give them 30 spaces up. Crazy.
I mean, then we have more Josh Richardsons on the team. Unless Haywood Highsmiths. Unless Udonis Haslem's.
Poor, Alpha's pissed, bro. Alpha's on the timeline fucking and I thought Josh played well today. Alpha's fucking ripping him a new one.
I loved our chat being like, we can offer Josh as a veteran, a stable veteran to other teams.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Well, Chris Haynes says that they're trying to do something, whatever that means. And part of that doing something is maybe using Lowry's, what was this word? Attractable expiring contract.
What do you mean by that?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know if Dejounte Murray is actually going to get traded. I feel like everybody's assuming he's getting traded, but that might not be a move that gets made.
Brother, they might want to trade Trae Young after that because DeJounte is fucking good.
They might make that move in the offseason, not at the deadline.
I agree,
That's kind of where I'm leaning.
If they're gonna tank, like they're gonna want draft picks and to see what's.
Well, it sounds like they don't want to tank because they want to still build around Trae Young, so they want more, ready to win now pieces than like a boatload of picks. That's the vibe that I was saying, but they also don't want like a lot of future money. So like, which one do you want?
Yeah, they got DeJounte on a nice extension. I just think the fit hasn't been good, and at this point, you got to realize who Trae is. Trae's a great player, but like he's got limitations, and it's hard to build a winning team with him as your best player like that.
Jimmy Butler says on final play, probably should have shot that, to be brutally honest. I passed the ball to Caleb and put him in a terrible position. Teammate of the year. Because the guy who put you in a terrible position was Caleb Martin. You were double teamed going, you were turning away from it. Jimmy.
One more time.
Jimmy, I'm not going to lie, bro. I love you. You don't got to do that for Caleb. You don't. You're a good teammate, though. Never let anyone tell you you're not a team player. Because I wouldn't have done that. If I had to go up, I would have blamed y'all. If you guys fuck me on a show like that and I had to answer questions, I'd be like, Franky shouldn't have tossed me that question. He knew I wasn't prepared for that, and he has to be better. I wouldn't be like, I got to be more prepared. Hell no.
So Dejounte Murray had a quote after the game. He said, "This is a team that fights. Their coach is all about trying to punk you. Don't allow nobody to punk you, first and foremost."
I know you mean Quinn Snyder.
And Spoelstra said that Lowry was not removed from the starting lineup tonight for any internal meaning discipline. I can't pronounce that word. Disciplinary. Yeah. The rumor, I don't know if it's true or not, but apparently he missed like practice or something. It came late.
He was late. And by the way, what's more Miami than being late to work?
Oh my God.
I'm an ass. I think I heard that rumor. I was like, Kyle was late to work, and therefore he was benched for that. And I think that's fucking funny because I'm late to work all the time. I was late to a meeting the other day, and you know what I did? I fucking lied through my teeth the whole time. I'm like, guys, I'm pulling in. Where are you? It was a meeting in a construction site. I go, I can't find you guys. Wow. Where are you? I was still on the highway. You got to lie through your teeth. Kyle is one of us, bro. One of the people. Truly one of us.
We went from UD being a fat kid in college to Kyle being a fat kid at work. One of us.
Fat piece of shit.